Well, first of all, your reflection on the result and the performance.
Well, result fantastic. 5 points ever in in any Premiership game is fantastic, and especially away from home. The actual total performance, I've just said to the guys, I think sometimes I kind of didn't quite know what to say to them, but then I remembered that pretty much every league game we come up here and play has a kind of similar ending, where it's a tight one at the end and someone pulls it through. I mean, I think 2 years ago we scored 2 tries in the last minute to win a game. I think last year Dean Mum scored with a couple of minutes to go to win us the game. So they tend to end up being tight affairs. I'm a little disappointed it ended up being as tight as it was, because I think some of our attacking play at times was fantastic, but right back up there to finding space and support play and speed of ball and speed of movement that we've had at any time in the Premiership. But then we coupled it with just too much individual ill discipline. It wasn't really a group thing. It was just individuals keeping hands in rucks or some couple of high tackles, and it just swung the momentum of the game away from us that we really just shouldn't have let happen.
You heavily pinged penalty count as well, weren't you?
The penalty count seemed. I mean, without having a look at it, it's very difficult to go over individual counts, and I think we got done for a couple of high tackles, but there were certainly some arms flying around out there from other people. Basically, I don't really want to comment too much without studying the video, because you get to see a penalty incident once, and they can normally be, you can look at them in 4 or 5 ways really when you review them in slow motion, look at them over and over again. So for me, at the end of the day, we were getting penalised. We should have tied it up, and we should have gone whiter than white. Now that's regardless of whether we feel the referee was refereeing the breakdown right or whatever. You've got to adapt a lot quicker than we did today. You can give away 2 or 3, but then as it starts to stack up, you've got to be a bit smarter than that. And I just think, I think a part of it was nerves. I think a part of the fact that this is a very important game for us to win. We have publicly stated, and we want to fight for that 7th or 6th spot. We want to be involved in the European competition, and today was a must-win game for us. And we haven't gathered a lot of Premiership points recently, and so to come here and force a win was a big thing. And I just thought at times we probably just looked a little over-exuberant or a little anxious, and just didn't quite kind of work the game out, because a little bit more hard work and a little bit more patience, and I think we could have worked the game out with quite a comfortable margin.
Gareth Stevenson had a fantastic first half, I thought. It was a good decision putting him back in, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Stino's a good player. It wasn't an easy decision to leave him out, and it was a relatively easy one to bring him back, because he's a good player, and we thought we needed just a little bit of drive and a little bit of direction today. And Stino provided that fantastically. I think it's probably right up there, one of his best attacking games. He tends to play very well here at Worcester, actually, Stino, and he always gathers plenty of points. Obviously, really pleased for him. As I said, the thing I'm going to focus on with the guys is that we had great energy today. Our attacking energy was fantastic. That's very important for us at this time of year. Guys will have a couple of days break now, and we'll get them back in, and we'll look to attack Sale in a very similar way.
Rob, it seems that 7th place is pretty much on the cards, given the results now, with Wasps losing, Gloucester just winning by a point the last time I saw it. So,
right.
5 points there puts you right, all 3 of you neck and neck with.
Yeah, that's right, and I think it's going to be an exciting end to the season. We've got a massive game next week against Sale. This was an important game for us to get points in to make next week big, and now it's a really, really important game for us. But it's at home. The weather's drying up. The pitches are firming up. And I think we know we'll go out and score some points. We're going to make sure we do next week is not concede as many as we did today. Otherwise, we'll be in a bit of trouble.
I was going to say, it's great to have the opportunity really to get a place in that new competition.
It's fantastic, and I think today's performance and the energy we showed today highlights that it's very important to the players to be pushing for that European spot. That's what we'll talk about next week. We'll challenge them again when they come in and just say, look, come on, let's see what we've got still in the bag, because what a fantastic end to the season it could be if we can either get anywhere near 6th place, or if we get a 7th place and we get to play another big French club in a big game. They're all fantastic opportunities for us.
Do you know if it'd be 2 legs or just one?
I think it'd be rumoured that if the teams involved aren't involved in the later finals of either European competition, it'll be 2 legs. So that'll be interesting for us, because I think Sandy Park's due to be ripped up pretty much the day the final whistle goes. So if we get there, we'll have a bit of organisation to do.